Hi everyone, my name is Casey Byral and I'm here with Spiritual Messages 333. Today I am doing Aries horoscope reading for the month of August 2017. I have a little kitten behind me. If you see, she's this way. She likes to get into everything, so I apologize if I have to stop and try to pull her away from the window. They're getting big. They're like 13 weeks old now, 13, 14 weeks. Anyway, they're a joy. So they're my little companions for today. Again, I do apologize if I have to stop in the middle of the video and get her. So yeah, for you guys, for Aries, as always, I start off with the energy that I'm feeling, and then I move on to the oracle card readings. Okay, so for the month of August, we are making some changes. We are actually coming up with a theme for the month of August because we have our solar eclipse on the 17th. I think that is. I think it's the 17th. I don't know. I kind of like had just like a brain fart all of a sudden. Yes, I did say that. So I think it's the 17th. No, I'm sorry. It's the 21st. 17th is when my kids go back to school. It's crazy how time is flying by. So the 21st we have the full moon. I mean the solar eclipse, and that is bringing up a lot of inner emotions and stuff that's really bringing things up to the surface. For you guys, a lot of things are going to be boiling up to the surface for the month of August. Okay. Um, Before I forget, let me tell you the cards I will be using. I will be using the Romance Angel cards by Joan Virtue. We will also be pulling a color card from Ines Legal, as well as a crystal card from Tony Carmine Salerno. But as I was saying, is that the month of August is a theme month and it's based off of relationships. Relationships with yourself, relationships with others, and relationships in the environment that you live in, okay, or you work in. And so what I'm really getting for you guys is that it seems like there's a theme with you guys is still to find that inner peace, to find that happiness, because it seems like because this is reoccurring constantly is because it's not getting done or it's not happening as fast as it needs to happen, because it's kind of like you're on a seesaw and you're debating whether do I do this, do I not do this. The question is, yes, you need to do this, you need to do it now. Okay, this solar eclipse is going to force you to make these changes. A lot of the readings I've done so far, a lot of people are going to have to make changes within their home. And one of the big changes I know for myself that I have done is started to do some feng shui. I have not went complete feng shui. Um, but the main thing is like your how your bed is supposed to be positioned. That is something that I've had to do. I'm not big on rearranging furniture. But when I learned that you shouldn't have your bed facing the main doorway, then I was like, okay, let's change this up. And now my dreams are even more crazier than when they were facing north. It's absolutely ridiculous of how when you change the energies, how things shift so quickly. So if you do decide to do something like this, I do recommend that you do some saging of your room before and afterwards. That way it does clear out that energy and it will help balance you out. Also with this, I've been seeing a lot in my dreams, and I'm giving this recommendations for you guys, is candles. um, I've been seeing different types like orange, reds, greens, purples, violets. Okay, that will also help you. Um, don't go overboard on the scent. Okay, um, try to keep it subtle, keep it earthy, and try to keep it natural. As far when I mean natural, I know a lot of times you can't find natural candles. So try to find something that does remind you of lavender or does remind you of rose petals. One of my favorite is vanilla and brown sugar. That's just something that my husband and I have always liked. But that also brings in like a comfort, homey feeling. Okay, but choose what you desire. Um, Also, crystals. They're saying amethyst is going to be good for you guys. Um, Citrine is also going to be good. Oranges, reds, and purples right now are in a good combination for you all to help balance you out this month, because hard work and dedication is also going to be part of your jobs this month, part of your learning, part of the teaching that you need to be taught. Okay. Um, if you're feeling down and depressed, that is normal. That's because a lot of stuff is coming up through the other worlds, and you're feeling it physically. And that can manifest in this world as being depressed, having anxiety, having fears, unknown fears, and just things. It just seems like can get underneath your skin real quickly. Just sit back and relax. And I'm not going to tell you to enjoy the ride, because it can be an emotionally and mentally draining process. But this is part of your detox month. This is part of the relationship that you need to have with yourself. It is really time to clean out that closet for you guys. And don't be subtle about it. Be very, they're like telling me you need to be outright forthcoming of the things that you want, and you need to be outright forthcoming of getting rid of what no longer serves you. Okay. All right, so that's for the month of August from what I'm picking up so far. So I will draw a few cards for you guys. Relationships for you guys this month is on yourself and your social media stuff. It is time to clear off those friends lists. Time to get rid of it. Anything negative needs to go. It's not helping you. It's actually feeding your energy in a very negative way. Okay, we need to really clear that out. We need to do some chakra balancing. You can go on YouTube, or you can go on iTunes, um, and download or view some chakra mantras that will help you balance out your energy. I do recommend that when you do that, to surround yourself with white light and ask your angels and guides to help come and align you. At least do this 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Because it does take a while depending upon which chakras really need to be aligned. And they're saying right now a lot of it has to do with your throat chakra, and they're saying mental, but more like your crown chakra needs to be more aligned with each other, okay? Yeah, and heart. For you guys, it's going to be a little bit of everything. So the first one I got is that you deserve love. Okay, in your relationships, you do deserve love. You do deserve that happiness. You need to get away from the negativity that no longer is serving you, and that's including in your workplace. Okay, I know many people love their jobs, but they work with crazy coworkers. And you're like, well, how can I solve this solution? I mean, I'm going to have to change jobs, but I love what I do. Imagine this. Imagine yourself in a bubble. Let's say you work in a cubicle. Imagine white light around you, and in that white light, there's a lot of little dots. Okay, and in those dots, each one of those dots is a barrier. Okay, those barriers are all connected. All right. When you do this and you put your intention to it, it will help you block out the craziness that's going on around you. Okay, so allow yourself to be free of the negativity at work. Ask your guides and yourself to allow more positive people into your life, and to allow those that are negative, to allow your perception of that to change, and to see why is it these negative people are coming to me, and what is it that I need to learn about myself and about what I'm observing about these. Because sometimes when reoccurrences of people who come that are just constantly negative, they're teaching us something. One, of being patient, and two, what is it that we can change in ourselves. Maybe we see a little bit of ourselves in there, and that's why we get so irritated. Sometimes it just has to do with, these people are just so negative. Their energies just feel so wrong. Ask God and the angels to come and help you distance yourself from them. Maybe maybe you don't see them as frequently, or they don't come and talk to you as frequently. You still have to see them in your workplace. But what I ask you all to do is still, be nice and considerate, but keep it short and sweet at the same time. Okay. So And this also has to do with your family, if you have similar instances in your family. Imagine a bubble, a white bubble around you. Okay, honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss and holiday time together. So your relationship with yourself is that you're not getting enough TLC. Okay? You're probably wondering, why in the world am I using romance angel cards? Well, every card that you use has a different intention. Even though it has a label on it, doesn't necessarily mean that it can be used for that specifically. My intention is to use these based on relationships. Okay, I can take any deck and base it off of a relationship because I know in a way of what I'm doing. Some people, they just don't know how to do that, and that's absolutely fine. Work with what you got. So that's why I'm using these cards. So back to your holiday. You need a holiday. Okay, you need time to get out, relax, and chill. Get away from the chaos because there is a lot going on, especially in the month of August. We've got a lot of back-to-back moons happening. Energy is chaotic. Kids are going back to school. So you need to have a holiday before all this stuff starts to kick in. Okay? Get relaxed, get settled. Maybe the kids can stay with the grandparents and you and your husband or your partners. You all can go out for a night or 2 nights and just have a romantic time together and get away. I usually take my time in March. So that's when my kids have off. Alright, one more card. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So instead of romance, let's add relationship of a lifetime. Your relationship with yourself is going to last you the rest of your life. You cannot find happiness in other things if all you do is you can't find happiness in yourself, Um, I applaud people who are overweight and they see the beauty in themselves. To a lot of people, that's gross. To me, it's that's a I mean, you can hear some people when they'll applaud themselves in whatever they do or the way how they look, and they'll brag about it. But these are going to the people who are like, you know what? I'm fine with who I am. Yeah, I may not like my ideal weight or the ideal look of how I look, but you know what? I'm happy with myself. I'm in a good place, and I really think that's a good mindset to have. Um, it's always going to be you all the time, so you're always going to have to recreate yourself constantly. You're always going to have to regenerate yourself and figure out new ways how to better yourself all the time. It's always happening. I'll give an example. When I first moved to South Carolina, we used to live in San Diego, and we moved to South Carolina shortly after I gave birth to my son. And my body blew up like a balloon because of the humidity here. I hate the humidity here. I hate it. If God willing, I would move back to California because of the weather there. Um, but my body blew up like a balloon. It's took me um, 7 years. I'm still working on it of really appreciating my body and the changes that have been made. Yes, I've had 2 kids, and I have to start to get comfortable with myself. And I'm not saying get comfortable as like I have to settle for the way how I look. It's just that I have to get in a mindful, good place about my body. And I'm working on that. I'm working on the inside first, okay? Always work on the inside. Meditation has been the best for me. I've surrounded myself with some good people. I've let go of the negative. Um, and I'm really working on that inner peace. And you know what? That takes time. Okay, it takes time to work out all the kinks of what's going on. It will not happen overnight. Certain situations are going to be easier to get over than others. But you know what? It's one step at a time, and that's what you have to learn. You've got to learn to slow down and say, okay, this is not going to work out for me right now. But you know what? It eventually will. And you know what? I'm okay with that. So that's in the mindset. And that's just not in like your weight or your looks. I mean, that's with your job, your relationship with something. Maybe there's something that you want. You've got to be patient with it, okay? Maybe there's a brand new car that you want, and you're like, I don't have the money for it, but I really, really want it. But you can't afford it. So you've got to learn to take it easy, take it slow, and it will come around, okay? Your materialistic needs will be met, okay? Alrighty. I also feel like you guys for the month of August need to surround yourself with nature, earthly tones, and that way that will also help ground you, okay? Well, okay, here we go. So we have gold with quartz. Hmm. So the first thing that I get from this is royalty because of the gold. And then we have like some green in here, which is like for healing. And I will read what the book does say. Because I have not worked with this crystal before. It's really pretty though. It really makes you feel like royalty. It makes you feel like you're worthy. It makes you feel like that you do deserve the grander things in life. I hope that's what y'all get to. Um, it really does. It makes me feel like that the things that you will touch will turn to gold. That when you heal, all that will turn to gold. And I mean that in a good way. When you heal things, you make it pure. Okay? It comes from a pure state of mind. It comes from a pure state of being. Okay? You start to get real with yourself. When you start to get real with yourself, that's when things start to get pure and you start to deal with it. And then it all will change to gold. And you'll be the most authentic person you never thought you could possibly be. And that's the way you're supposed to live. You're supposed to live an authentic life. So I will read what that crystal does say. Its main topics. Um, Physical grounding, which is something I told you guys that you need to do, and abstract ideas and inspiration. So inspire yourself, okay? Um, Is that job that you want? Inspire, put the intention behind it. Meditate with this crystal. If you don't have this crystal, get a visual look of it here, and I do apologize for the glare. And allow your mind to go freely in meditation and allow yourself to see what it is that you need right now. Okay? And everything's going to work out greatly for you guys. It's going to be a good, healthy month. Even though it's going to be chaotic, I do feel like in the end, it all will turn to gold for you guys. All right, next we are going to pull a color card. And this is really going to be something you're going to need in your work. They're really emphasizing work. Okay? Yeah, they're making me dizzy about it too. So work. They're saying try not to let deception fool you either. Okay? There are some people out there playing some games. Okay? Don't let it fool you. Trying to pull, don't let the wool come over the eyes, okay? Because, wolves do live in sheep's clothing. Make me work for it today. Yes. Brilliance. Discover your sparkle. Ooh. I like this one. I get a really good feeling. I get a calmness from this one. Actually, my head is a little dizzy. But I do. Brilliance. Discover your sparkle. Discover your happiness. Remember I said you have to really declutter a lot of stuff right now? This is it, people. This is like a huge message. Discover your sparkle. What makes you happy? Okay? What gives you that peacefulness? What sets you apart from somebody else? And then we have the number 26. Okay? Which if you add that up, that equals 8, which is the Omega sign. Okay? Infinity. Alright? Your life. It goes on. You're the only one living it. Okay? You're this soul. You're here to learn what you need to learn. And you're the only one that can. Okay? So everything is, unlimited. Okay? go there, have fun with it. Don't let boundaries, hold you back. Break through them, knock them down with a sledgehammer, and go. Okay? All right. So, if you would like your own personal reading, you can go to my website at the services page. I will post that link below. You can also support me on Patreon. Also, if you like what you see, please give a thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel. I really do appreciate your support because doing this stuff is for me it's fun, but it can also be a little nerve wracking at times. But I do like what I do, and I love what I do, and I like to help people. So share this also with your friends and family. So I hope you Aries all have a wonderful month of July. I'm filming in July. This is August. And so I hope you all have a good one. So I hope you find the peace and happiness from within. Have a good one.